Good morning, guys. So I'm right to the wire at that 10 o'clock mark. Just sometimes two little children trying to like shimmy them out the door just to get they go for a little walk every Sunday with my husband, sometimes to the cafe, but today was just a little bit of a mad dash. Sometimes my 3-year-old likes to say no to everything. Anyway, I'm really happy to be here. Love a little Sunday stretch with you all. Thank you for logging in as always. I thought today would be a really nice focus just on the idea of Sundays and what that means to you, and maybe sometimes when that Monday feeling creeps in, maybe how we can just like really harness the joy and the peace and the rest that potentially Sundays could bring, if our Sundays allow it. Obviously it's different every time, but yeah, it'd be quite nice, like little reflection, a little bit of gratitude just for that weekend, and that time and space that we do get. So yeah, looking forward to it. I would say it's a little bit more energizing class. So we'll just keep moving, a little bit of heat, a little bit of cool down, and just listen to your body as always. We will start in Shavasana, so on your back today. And yeah, like I said, listen to your body. So if there is anything that just feels a little bit funky, or not quite right, just really take your time, move. If I don't offer you something that feels better, then you definitely can kind of just amend the movement in any way that feels a little bit better to you. So, all right. Laying on your backs, just take a little bit of time out to make sure that everything feels comfy. So choosing whether to have the knees bent or the legs extended. You also have your choice of kind of how far you keep the feet apart. I quite like my feet a little bit wider. My first Shavasana, finding myself on the mat. Sometimes I like to take a little stretch with the arms alongside the ears just to get myself into that lovely, like, oh, good morning feeling. Inhale, and slowly bringing the hands to a little bit more traditional space. So you can either have the hands alongside the body, you can bring maybe one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. And again, if the knees are bent and you've got any pain at all in the lower back, just take the feet a little wider and drop the knees in towards each other. That's a perfect place to be. And just start the session by closing your eyes. Oh, how nice is it just to meet yourself on the mat? Just feel the mat underneath the feet or the floor, whatever it is you're working on. Just finding that little bit of connection with the backs of the shoulders. Anywhere you feel that support and connection. Almost like allowing the mat to be that image of something that wraps you up like a cozy blanket. Just that safe, comforting space. We're going to begin with a beautiful breath in. And slowly exhale. Let's take it again, breathing in. And slowly exhaling. And again, when you're ready, take your slowest inhalation and then a really slow exhalation. You choose, obviously, your exhalation, mouth open, mouth closed. I know this is a time where we often have like maybe little chesty coughs or maybe some sort of head cold. Just take it as you need it. Allow the breath to draw in and out, just slower than its natural rhythm. In and out, and in and out. And as you take those slow, deep breaths, just allow them to kind of nourish the body, kind of sending them and imagining them moving through all the way to the tips of the toes, that lovely oxygen going in, filling the body with goodness. And as we relax today on the mat, taking time to connect with ourselves, with our thoughts, with our physical body, just invite you to be grateful for this lovely day that we know is Sunday. And I just think sometimes like we get, I look so forward to a weekend because weekends bring, time to
fill that space often with whatever it is that you want. There's more opportunity to feel comfortable saying no. There's opportunity to rest. And there truly is the space and time to just soak up the things that make you feel really, really good. Obviously, you're joining me at the moment live in a yoga class. Hopefully that's your little bit of creature comfort this morning. If you're doing it on replay, it's just a little time to find some gratitude for those weekends, and maybe setting a little intention today to soak up the Sunday feeling. It's so easy, definitely somebody who already woke up thinking about the organization of Monday, what it is I need to do. And obviously that's all part of it, doing it slowly, but just trying your best when those thoughts come in, just slowing down the Monday, trying to let those thoughts, unless it's just small organizational bits, we try to do mindfully, or we ask others to help us with on this lovely Sunday. And I invite you just to try and soak up the space and time for rest and the things that you need. So as we breathe today and we move and flow, we're just going to find a little sun, a little energy, a nice energizing class, lovely stretch to just bring in that lovely feeling that we want as we move through the rest of our weekend. Trying to relax and let go of all the hats we wear and the jobs we need to do, and just being as present as possible. Spending time listening to the body physically and emotionally, and just breathing and flowing today. This is your Sunday stretch. Breathing in. And slowly, slowly breathing out. Just begin to start by bringing the knees in. You can bring the hands alongside the body if you've got one hand on heart and belly. And then just drop both knees in as far as you can and slowly bring the feet down, down, down. Place the feet onto the mat. Good. I'm going to breathe in and slowly draw the knees in. They can be really shallow, a little bit more, and slowly drawing it down. Exhale. Inhale with the feet down. And exhale as they crunch up. You can draw the nose in towards the knees if you like. Keep the palms down alongside the body and slowly bring the feet down. Again, you don't have to draw the nose in, but if you fancy, you can. Feet down, inhale. And we squeeze. Inhale, bring the feet down, the head, the body. Exhale, squeezing in. Breathing in, drop it down. And squeeze. You've got it at your own pace for 3. Nice slow deep breath, just linked to your movement, maybe a little smile too. And finishing 1 more if you like, or just staying and having a nice slow deep breath and bringing it back down. Nice job. Inhale, the knees draw in, allow the back and the head to relax on the mat. We're going to take the knees wide. And we're going to find our circles just to say hello to those hips. You've got the option to have the big toes touching, or you can separate the feet just to get a little bit deeper in the hips. But all the while trying to keep that connection with the lower back. I think I'm going to take my feet a little bit further apart today. It's up to you. Big toes touching is just as good, but just notice, how are you feeling here? Find some nice breath and a little smile. Inhale. And exhale as we say hello to the body. For 4, we're going to keep moving. 3, 2, beautiful. And last big circles. Next time the knees are drawing out, we're going to take both hands, separate the feet, and hold the knees. And just an opportunity to rock a little side to side, just feeling a little bit in the hips, a little bit in the lower back. Inhale and exhale. A little smile. Allow that lovely movement, the breath. Probably feel really good. Like you're doing something for you today. The body and the mind. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's draw the knees in. Inhale, we're going to point and flex the feet. Good, so you can have the knees bent here and point and flex. You can lift them up a little bit more if you like. And then we'll switch. We're going to point one and then flex the other and swap them. Good. Breathe with me for 3, for 2, and 1. Beautiful. Now what we're going to do is we're going to draw the knees down so that the knees are roughly in line with the hips. So instead of having them in towards the chest, we're roughly in line with the hips and the feet lifted. Good. And then we're going to notice if that back, if your back arching, can you tuck the tailbone under? So you notice everything changes about kind of that midsection. We tuck under, you've got the pelvis tucking under and everything draws in into that little bit of a core. So you can take the knees and squeeze them in. Then we're going to bring the palms down. You can really push into that lower back and find that little bit of power in the center of the body. Good. If the knees are slowly drawing into the center, see if you can draw them away. Good. Knees in line with the hips. You've got an option to take one leg up and forward. 3. Keeping that connection with the lower back and the floor. 2, 3, and 1. Bring the knee down. If you need to bring both feet to the mat, you absolutely can, but if you want it, you can extend the next one. So again, you can see a line from the hip all the way up if you chose to take that bend. Keeping the connection with the lower back, that's the hardest part. That's that fire in the core. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Bending. And one more on each side if you fancy. Don't forget to breathe. Don't hold that breath. 3, 2, and 1. Keep pushing the lower back into the mat. Feel that little bit of fire. Switching sides. Last one. You've got it. 3, 2. Deep breath. And 1. Bending the knee. Draw both knees in towards the chest. You've got it. And slowly bring the foot back down on the ground. Both feet. We're going to draw one knee up and kick it up. Good. Bend the knee. And then we're going to kick it out this time. We're going to tap the heel on the mat. So we draw it in and kick it up. Draw it in and extend. Good. You can do this quick or slow. And again, always a little option. If you want to add a little bit more stretch in the hamstring, you can flex the heel at the top and then keep pushing. It's up to you when you're ready for 5. Nice, slow, deep breath. Hands alongside the body. 4. You got it. 3, 2, just keep it flowing, waking up the back of the leg, and finishing your last one, or finishing here if you like, totally up to you. When the knees bent, we're going to draw that knee in towards the chest. Option to stay here, or you can kick up slightly with the left leg and kick it out. Good. See how that feels, totally up to you. Breathing in and breathing out, pushing both shoulders down into the mat. You've got it. On every exhalation, see if you can draw that knee a little closer towards the chest. Be a little extra flexible. You can maybe give it a little tug with the elbow, drawing it a little more towards the side, pointing both toes. 3, 2, and 1. You've got it. Slowly bring the knee back to center. Let's bring the foot down and draw that knee in. You've got it. Inhale and exhale. You've got it. Hands down. Let's draw the left leg in. We're going to kick it up. We draw it in and kick it out. Good. So find a little rhythm that works for you. Just starting with the kicks and then maybe adding in a little flex at the top if you fancy. Just getting a little bit of a low to the hamstring. It's like, whoop, there you are. And feel that little tightness. And again, moving at your own pace for 5. Don't forget, nice, slow, deep breaths. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Next time you've got the knee bending in, draw it in towards the chest, work the tailbone down, wiggle so the shoulder blades are pushing down into the mat. And an option to stay here if you're feeling a little bit tight, or you also can kick up in that right leg and maybe extend it along the mat. Again, just listen to your mind, your body, your breath. Go back a step if you need to and breathe for me. 3. And then every exhale, see if you can just draw that knee a little closer. You're really flexy, give it a little tug with the elbow, drawing it maybe a little bit more towards the side. Amazing. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bringing your foot down. Inhale, bring both feet match. You've got it. All right, we're gonna find a nice happy baby. Just put it so good for us, taking the knees wide. Good. So you can stay here, or we can flex the heels and kick them up. And let the knees drop. Good. Staying here is great. You can rock side to side, or most of you know the game. We walk the hands up, maybe grabbing the ankles or the outer edges of the feet. And pushing the tailbone down. Both shoulders are pushing down. And just finding that lovely little rock, if you like. And again, if you're feeling that little bit of the irritability in the hips, that's always a good thing. It's just finding where we're tight and just checking in. 3. Beautiful, slow, deep breath for 2. And 1. We're coming back to center. We're going to push the tailbone down and the knees down as we drop both shoulders down and away. Find a little bit of breath here just to work through that tightness. Don't be afraid to push a little deeper. Let's release any tension that we're holding emotionally, physically, for 3. For 2. And 1. Inhale. And slowly exhale. Beautiful. Let's bend the knees and drop both knees in. Good. Slowly bring the feet down. We're going to cross up the ankles. Good. We're going to draw the knees in again and see if we can grab opposite feet. I'm going to draw the knees in and see if you can draw the nose in. We're going to find that little momentum. So we draw. You get that little muscle in the lower back and the spine. And if you can lift yourself up, come up. And if not, don't worry. Just keep rocking. Maybe go back down and back up. And last one, you've got the option just to bring the hands to the side, roll over and come to seated, or you can rock the body up. A nice tall position on the mat. Nice one. That was a bit of fun. And don't worry if it's not there. It's just one of them. Wherever the core is feeling. Amazing. We're going to go straight into child's pose, but grab a quick drink first. Cheers, guys. Swinging back. Got it. And when you find that lovely tabletop position, you can take your time to get there. Grab that drink, but have the wrist nice and wide. Good. Knees hip distance. Beautiful. What we're going to do here is we're going to find some circles. We're going to lean over the wrists. We're going to rotate the body over towards the right hand side and gaze down. And rotate over towards the left and forward. Little stretch in the wrist. If you wanted to lift slightly in the chest, you can. It's up to you. Just use this one again intuitively. So you can make them really slow, really quick. Make those circles whatever they need to be. Really nice opportunity just to listen to your body. You can sink down further into child's pose. You can come further forward and lift. Up to you. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Like I said, we're gonna really flow, get some energy going. Next time the body's in center, inhale. Let's go the other direction. So we're gonna wheel to the left. And again, you can keep it nice and high, or you can sink all the way down and roll forward. Again, quick or slow, you choose. Just breathe and listen to where it's feeling nice, where it's feeling tight. 4, 3. Good morning, 2, and 1. Just enjoying our Sunday. Next time you've got the body forward, inhale, slowly come back up to nice flat back and tabletop for me. Nice one. You're going to take something called puppy dog pose. It's just that if you think downward dog, but from the knees, that's what we're looking for. So instead of sinking back too much like we do child's pose, we're going to walk the hands slightly forward. We want the fingers nice and wide, and we want to just sink back slightly. But do you know how I often give that key? We want to rotate the biceps out, draw the shoulders down, and sink a little bit down here. And you should feel the hands like a nice bit of traction here with the palms. Relaxing and just drawing the chin down so you get a nice stretch as we work the shoulders down and away. Good, so puppy dog pose is a little bit more lifted. And kind of the hip, drawing the chest down, but still keeping that little bit of length. So we don't want to dip too much. We want to draw in from the core and extend. We're working a little bit on that over time, but same as downward dog, keeping that long diagonal from the fingers all the way up till the tailbone. Getting that lovely stretch and release in the upper body. Inhale. And slowly exhale. Let's feel the body up. So we're going to walk the hands, nice one, back in line with the shoulder. Good job. So we're going to take some circles with the knees. We're going to shift the weight over to the left side. We're going to draw the right knee up, and we're going to take a little circle. So we're going to drop up towards the wrists, out and down. And then as you get forward again, we're going to kick the foot up, and we're going to take it out and in. Good. So just switching sides. We draw it in and out and down and around. And as soon as we get it forward, we're going to kick it up, out, and in. Good. We kick it back, and then we drop forward again. In and out, and then around. So finding that little bit of a flow. Don't hold the breath, and just try to switch sides. If you do the same one twice, it doesn't matter. Just trying to get a little bit into the hip in both directions. 3, 2, and 1. Good. When we finish that last one, bring the body back to that. The knees are hip distance apart. Then we're going to take the palms out so that the fingertips are facing the long edge of the mat, and just take a little wrist stretch here, a little rock side to side. If the hands are really flexy, you can lift the tops of the fingers, and if it's really tight, really just take time here. Everyone's wrists are just so different. 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to that lovely space, bringing the palms forward. Beautiful. And always a reminder, come up onto a fist if the wrists are just need a little bit of space, a little bit of time. That's absolutely fine. All right, when you're ready, let's take our circles on the other side. So we're going to start. Inhale. We're going to draw the knee in. We're going to take it out and up and down. And then as you get the knee back to center, we're going to kick it up and bring it around and down. We kick it up, draw it in and out and around, and then up and out and around. Just find switching sides. It doesn't matter kind of what it looks like. Feel like how I switch, just flow between it, breathing, don't hold the breath. Nice one for 3, 2, and nice one, last one. And bringing that knee back down. You've got it. The inhale, we're going to walk the palms out nice and wide, a little bit more forward. Inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to draw in from the core and tuck that floating rib in. We're going to drop both shoulders down and away as we think. Feel the hands extended, draw the shoulders down, and let the chin draw in. Beautiful. Inhale. Puppy dog pose, working to get that lovely stretch across the upper body and the spine. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly bringing it back up and walking the hands in. You've got it. Breathing in. What we're going to do is just kick the leg out. So the right leg, we're going to draw in towards the chest, and we're going to kick it out. So I'll show you from this direction, right leg out. Nice job. Inhale, we're just going to walk the hands over as far as feels comfortable towards the left hand side. Good. Now, if you feel more comfortable with both hands, you've got both fists down. That's a really nice stretch to get into the side body. If it feels okay, you can extend the left hand a bit further and see if you can put the weight onto that left hand or onto that left fist. You're welcome to draw up with the right hand and take a lovely stretch over. Maybe reaching alongside the ears here to get a little bit more depth. Remember, it's fine to stay here. It's fine to come up. And one last variation. If you want, you can drop the shoulders back and look up if you like. Really lovely long stretch here. 3, Slowly take a nice deep breath in and out. 2, wherever you are is perfect. And 1. And then slowly bring it back down. Good, we're gonna bring both hands back down on the mat. Beautiful, we're gonna walk the hands over, keeping the chest lifted. And then we're just gonna turn towards the legs extended. And just see if it feels comfortable to go here and stay here. You can sink back a little bit. A really nice stretch in that inner hamstring. If you're a little extra flexy, you can bring one hand on either side and sink back. You can keep them more forward, up to you. Just finding a little stretch here for 3. Inhale and exhale. Breathing in and out. I definitely feel it in my side body when I take it this way as well. 2. And 1 for you. So slowly beginning to bring the hands back forward. Inhale. And exhale. Good. I'm gonna keep just turning this direction, keep the same shape. Inhale. You've got the option to lift that leg, slowly bend the leg and lift it up behind you and find that lovely little balance. Beautiful. Just keep the knee bent and holding here. Good. If you wanted to play with the balance, you can. You can extend the left arm out, or you can lift up. You can also reach back. You can reach in the direction of holding here or grab the toe and push into that hand. Up to you. See where it is today. It could be here, here, here. You can also bring both knees down onto the mat. Just join for 2 breaths. Inhale and exhale. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Extending both legs and arms if you've got that option. And bringing it down. Good. Inhale, little cow pose. Sorry, cow pose. I did a cat. Lift the tailbone, draw the shoulder down. Inhale, take a little cat pose. Pulling the shoulder blades apart, getting that lovely stretch. Chin draws in. 3. Nice step to those 2. And 1. Inhale, finding that lovely flat back. Beautiful. We're going to shift the weight over towards that right leg. We're going to kick up. We're going to bend the knee and extend that left leg out. So you've got this lovely little position. Wonderful. We're going to take a little walk with the hands over as far as feels comfortable towards the right hand side. Perfect place to stay and breathe. Bring both hands down. You can be on the fists, or you can reach out a little further with that right hand and slowly draw the left one up. Nice one. Drop both shoulders down and away if that feels okay to you. Just breathing here, checking in. The other option here is to reach the arm alongside the ear. Reaching. And finally, the third option is to drop the thumb back and really open the chest towards the sky. Almost tucking that pelvis under slightly. Breathing. Just staying, coming out of this if it's too much. Honoring what you need today. Feeling good. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly coming back down, bringing the hands onto the mat. We're going to walk forward. We're going to see where we get to on the other side. So you might come a little bit over toward the left-hand side and think, oh, that's really tight. You can sink down slightly in the tailbone. Perfect place to be. You feel like you've got a little bit more space, you can move a little bit more forward and sink a little bit down in the tailbone. Think it's kind of like child's pose, but not quite that far. You can also bring the hands on either side of that fair. You can just breathe. Inhale and exhale. Noticing where you feel it. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly bringing the hand back. So just take your time lifting the body back up. You've got it. And then from here, we're just going to use the core, push the hands into the mat, lifting that leg and bending and lifting it up. Good. From here, just holding that pose, seeing how that feels. You can stay here. You can come down, maybe find a child pose, or you can walk opposite hand forward, right hand comes forward. Maybe reach it. Staying here is a good spot as well. When we're reaching back, maybe see if you can grab those toes. And if you do, you can push the toes into the hand and lifting the chest. Breathing in and out for 4, 3. Beautiful stretch of the spine to And one, and extend. And bring everything back down. We've got it. We're gonna walk the hands a little bit more forward and find our lovely puppy dog pose. So remember that tailbone stays lifted, the arms walk forward, and we just sink down like a child's pose. Rotate biceps out and down, and just allow everything to sink. You don't want to let the chest bow too much. You want to draw in from the core here, drawing in that floating rib, that drawing down in the shoulders. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly just coming back up to tabletop. Let's walk the hands in line with the shoulders. We're going to tuck those back toes. Arch the back of the cat pose. Lovely. Let's lift the knees and shift the weight back to a lovely downward dog. Drop the shoulders down and away. Not needing to be anywhere with this, but just walking it out, feeling it out. We've released a little bit of so far. We still need to do. Don't forget to take a lovely slow deep breath. Stretch towards the neck. Forward and back like you're feeling here. And then left to right with your turning and out hips moving underneath. So not there. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. We're coming back to a little bit of stillness. Let's bend the knees. Step up the energies there. You can really hop forward towards the hands. We're going to get everything down. Belly rest down onto the knees. Good. Keep hip distance. Find a nice slow, steady breath here. In and out. And then what we're going to do is we're going to shift the weight over slightly towards the left hand side, the left foot, bending in that knee and straightening a little in the right legs. And then we're going to bend a little bit in the right leg. And we're going to shift the weight over slightly and work to extend a little bit in that left leg. So we're going to bend, straightening in the right, and bend, straightening in the left. Bend. Next time you're straightening into the right side, extending it up, you can hold that there. Or you can keep it bent if it feels a lot. Just let everything hang and breathe. Taking a little bit of time upside down. With the hip perspective. And then both knees switching sides. Just a little longer hold. Really nice stretching today, guys. 3. For 2. And 1. Bending both knees. Good. Let it all hang. We're going to come to a halfway lift, but take your time. So slowly, slowly draw the hands up the legs if you like, or fingertips on the mat. Coming to that lovely halfway point. Maybe drawing the elbows up. Maybe working the tailbone away from you, straightening a little. Slow deep breaths in and out. 3, 2, and 1. And then bend slightly and slowly come all the way back up. Maybe reaching the hands alongside the ears. Maybe a little arch to the spine. And then eventually really tucking the tailbone under. Drawing in from the core and drawing the thumbs in towards the chest. And closing the eyes. Inhale. And slowly exhale. Take a little bit of time in stillness. Squeezing and drawing in from the core for 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. We're going to flow. When you're ready, inhale, reach the arms up. Good. We're going to reach forward, hinging at the hips. Low down, folding over the toes. Halfway lift, your choice. Fingertips or the hands coming up the body. Inhale, we're going to bend the knees. And then we're going to slowly extend. So as you're here, I want you to shift the weight to the hands. And we're going to step back with that right leg. Big step back. Good. As far as you can, we're going to drop the knee. Good. Inhale. We're slowly going to lift the hands and the body up. And sink down nice and deep into that front knee. The left knee is forward. If you need to wiggle it forward so that the knee's in line with the ankle, please do so. You don't want it too close to you, making that diamond kind of type shape. You want that lovely depth. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Holding. You've got the option to bend in the elbows here. Maybe squeeze the elbows and the shoulder blades in. Lifting in the chest. Maybe lifting slightly up. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Inhale. Reach the arms up. We're gonna lean forward and bring both hands either side of that front leg. Beautiful. Inhale. Slowly lean back, wiggling that back foot back. The knees come together. Hands in line with the shoulders. Arch the back into cat. Tuck the toes and lift up to your downward dog. Good. Now downward dog option here is to walk both heels, or maybe change it up. You can bend the knees and then work to work both heels down and away as you tilt the tailbone up. Just breathe. Inhale. And exhale, take it as you need it. So you can either do both knees bending and then straightening and holding as long as it feels good. Getting a little bit more into the hamstrings, or walk one heel than the other. Just don't forget to breathe, guys. 3, 2, and 1. Next time the knees are bent, look forward or take a big step. Or you can hop. You choose. Holding down. Finding your halfway lift. You know the variation with fingertips, it feels good, great. If not, draw the hands up. Bend the knees and scoop it up nice and wide. Lifting up, palms together. Inhale. And exhale. We tuck under in the pelvis. We draw in from the core. Bringing the thumbs in towards the sternum. Nice, slow, deep breaths here. Drop your shoulders. Amazing. Feeling a little bit warmer. Let's do the other side. Let's flow. Inhale, reach. Nice, deep stretching today. You're reaching forward, bend down over the toes. Exhale. Halfway lift. And then we bend the knees. This time we're going to bring the hands forward, shift the weight, and we're going to take a really big step back with the left leg. And then drop that knee. Maybe wiggle the front foot slightly forward. Find your balance and we lift up. So your hands can be on the knees as we sink into the lunge. We can reach up, inhale. Starting here. Just finding that nice little sink. Heart open, chest open. Feeling that beautiful lunge. You want a little extra bending in those elbows, taking a cactus arm, maybe squeezing elbows back a little bit more. Option to look forward, opening the chest and the heart, letting in that light. 3, 2, and 1. Sink a little further. That front knee, inhale, reaching up, bringing the palms down. We're going to wiggle that front foot back a little quicker, bringing the knees hip distance, tuck the toes, and then slowly lift up to your downward dog. Pushing into the hands, working the shoulders down and away. Now downward dog. Breathe in off the heels. Bend both knees and then extend both heels. Or maybe look underneath the right armpit. Inhale. And exhale. You've got the option maybe to lift. So you shift the weight over to the right hand and maybe reach left hand to left ankle. You can have the knees slightly bent, working to extend them, maybe looking under if that feels good. If it's too much, just go back. Walk the heels. Don't forget to breathe. 3, 2, relax the face. And 1. Inhale, switching the other side if you like. So again, you can come to the knees here. You can walk, or if you feel comfortable, reaching over. So right hand comes to left ankle or that left calf, whatever you like. Maybe looking under. Now the knees bent here. 4, working to straighten them. Breathe for me. 3. We've got it, team 2. And 1. And if you've taken that option, hands come forward. Let's step or hop. And everybody hang. Exhale. Option to grab opposite elbows and swing. Let's get that little bit of stretch and work in the spine and the upper body. Don't forget to breathe. 4. Slow, deep breath in and out. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Inhale, letting the hands soften, finding your halfway lift. Wherever you want it to be, take it slow. We hung a little longer upside down. Get that little bit of space. No dizziness, and we bend the knees and we scoop up. And then reach the palms up, maybe a little back bend, and then we tuck under in the pelvis, draw in from the navel. Thumbs in towards the sternum. Nice job. Deep breath in. And slowly, slowly exhale. Holding for a moment, just capturing this little moment of magic. How are you feeling? It's been quite
slowly moving from one bit to the next, really stretchy, deep stretches. Where are you in the mind and the body? Let's take a little note. Are you feeling what we kind of describe as Sunday? Maybe a little bit of softness. Maybe there's been some space for calm. Definitely haven't experienced rest yet, but inhale with me nice and deep. And slowly exhale. Let's release last week. Let's release the jobs that we have for the upcoming week and just enjoy the present moment. Another slow deep breath in with me. And slowly, slowly exhale. Beautiful. One more, a little flow like we did. We're going to move slightly quicker. I'm going to add in a little bit more to it. That's going to be our last little dynamic set. When you're ready, just move and flow, reaching up. Exhale, hinging at the hips, reaching forward. There's the hamstrings, pull down over the toes. Lovely. Let's take a nice halfway lift. We're going to bend the knee, shift the hands forward, big step back with that right leg. Good. So when you've got that big step, this time you've got the option to come down on the knee, or you can keep that knee extended. Inhale, slowly, slowly see if their balance allows you to come up into that lunge. So your option is here, or like we did before, bring the knee down. Good. We can do the same hands here. Inhale, either reaching up or keeping them onto the hips. Or you can bend the elbows down, maybe just lifting a little more. Back heels lifted. If that feels okay, use the wall for your balance. Sink in. 3, 2, 1. Reach the hands up. Leaning forward, bringing both hands on opposite sides of that. But we're going to wiggle that front foot back. Good. Do me a favor. If you're on the knees, you can either stay there and lean forward, or you can come up to that nice high plank, drawing in from the core, pushing into the heels, chest slightly draw forward and hold. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. If you're on your knees, I'll invite you to take cat and lift up into downward dog. If you're on plank, maybe stick your bum up, bend the knees, and just slowly begin to walk the hands slightly closer, and you'll find your downward dog. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. You choose whichever downward dog you want. Maybe a little bit more stillness. You've got 3 options that we did today. You choose. Nice, slow, deep breaths in and out. Inhale, we're going to look forward between the thumbs. As we exhale, bend the knees, and then step or hop. Lovely practice today. Pull forward, halfway lift. Bend the knees, we're going to scoop it up, and we're going to flow quite quickly. Inhale and tuck the tailbone under, finding Tadasana. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hinge. Feel that warmth, that energy moving through the body, fold down. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, big step back, this time with the left leg, big step back. You need to make an adjustment with the front knee. Option to drop the knee down or keep it lifted today. Back heels lifted, and use your core lifting up. You can use a wall or a chair, finding that lovely lunge. Inhale, option with the hands on the hips. You can reach the arms up. You can sink down. Again, always remember you can come down onto that knee. Also, you can bring the elbows out. Maybe looking up as we sink forward into that front knee. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Reaching forward, hands come on either side of that foot. If you're a bit more lifted, bring the foot back, find a nice high plank. Otherwise, you're welcome to come to the knees and lean forward here. So many options. Choose what you need. Walk the heels, though. Push the heels away. Sorry, draw in, drop the pelvis down. Breathe if you're in that plank. 3, 2, and 1. From the knees, find cat and lift up to downward dog. If you're in plank, just stick your bum out. Bend the knees slightly and walk the hands in a little bit. And you're going to find that lovely downward dog. Breathe with me in. And exhale. Either bringing both heels down, trying to find
that lovely stillness in the pose, dropping the shoulders down and away. Or if you wanted to keep moving the heels, the head, add the twist, you do so. Whatever you do, breathe through it for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, we're going to look forward between the thumbs. Come up to the tops of the toes, like pushing the toes into the mat. We bend the knees. You can step or hop and just fall down. I promise that's our last one. Let it hang. Deep breaths in and out for 3, 2, and 1. Little halfway lift. Bend the knees deep and scoop it up. And slowly tuck the tailbone under. Drawing from your core, thumbs in. Just find a lovely, slow, steady breath. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Inhale. And exhale. I'm going to take the hands onto the hips, slightly bend the knees, and we're going to take our left leg and we're just going to reach it across as far as we can. Keep that front knee bent slightly, and we're going to just take a little stretch. So I want you to almost like draw the right ear towards the right side. And you get a little bit of a stretch in the side body here. A little bit more bend in that knee. You also can take the hands over if you like to. You can link the thumbs if you like. 3, 2, and 1. You've taken the hands over. Let's straighten that front leg. Bring the back leg back in line. Inhale and release. Breathing in. Little bend. We're going to kick it across. So this time it's the right leg comes back. You bend a little bit more. So that feel a bit more sturdy in that left leg. And again, we're just going to arch a little bit. So you can take maybe a little bit of the left ear to the left shoulder. Hands can stay here on the hips. If you want it a little bit more, you can link the thumbs and maybe reach in the direction of the left. Inhale and exhale. Drawing the shoulders down and away. Nice job. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly bringing it back up and bringing the back foot forward. Beautiful job. Roll the shoulders up and back. Let's feel what we've released with a few extra downward dogs and some puppy dog poses today. 4. Inhale and exhale. 3, 2, and 1. Just noticing if you feel warmer, relax the shoulders and staying. Do just a few little arm swings. So it just looks like this. We swing them up alongside the ears. We bend the knees, really relax. We swing them back, a little stretch of the spine. We swing them up, we come back to standing, and then we just drop them back. So keep that momentum, we swing them up, we bend and swing them back, we bend them up, and stand and hold. Good. Up, forward, and up, and down. Good, just let them be really soft, like a little rag doll. Just listen to your body and move. And allow everything to just begin to release. Little kundalini movement. Breathe in. And exhale. Good. Take it as quick or slow as you like. Ready for 5. Find some slow, deep breaths. Just enjoy getting lost in that little bit of a flow. Whatever sort of pace your body takes on to. Lovely. Inhale and exhale. Last one. We're going to bend the knees, just draw the chin down, and just hang out in a little forward fold. Just walk the hands slightly forward and come down. We're going to just find a nice, comfy, seated position. Grabbing your drinks. Nice one, guys. Happy Sunday. Little energizing movement today. Oh, cheers. Inhale and exhale through the mouth. Amazing. Just noticing if you're feeling a little bit warmer, maybe where the body felt a little bit more relaxed, really deep stretching, especially into the backs of the legs. Ah, nice one, team. Really nice to flow and move. Notice if you feel a little like energetic, that kind of the movement was all kind of moving in that direction, just giving you that space and that little bit of momentum to get your Sunday going. If legs crossed feels comfortable, just stay here. Otherwise, you can move them in any direction. Honestly, this is fine. This is fine. You can do all of it on a chair. No worries. Good. We're just going to take a little seated cat and cow. So the hands come forward. Inhale. And as we exhale, just tuck the tailbone under. And let the chin join and let the whole of the upper body sort of concave. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, rotate the shoulders up and back, working the chest forward, squeezing the shoulder blades in. You can either have the chest draw, the chin drawing in towards the chest, or you can look up for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, we're going to draw that floating rib in and in, drawing from the navel, get that long tall spine. Beautiful. Inhale. Left hand comes across to the right knee, right hand comes back. Staying there if it feels enough. If you wanted to go a bit further in your twist, breathe in, feel the length of the spine extend. And then exhale, maybe taking the twist a little further, only if that feels good today. Inhale and exhale. 3, 2, and 1. Breathing in, coming back to center. And exhaling. Other side, right hand to the left knee, left hand comes back. And breathe in deep, feel the spine extend. And exhale, twisting towards that back hand. And breathing in and out. Breathing in slowly. Dropping the shoulders down. Starting to just soak up the stillness. Breathing in. And breathing out. Inhale, slowly begin to just come back to center. Begin to close the eyes. Drop the shoulders down. And take the right ear to the right shoulder. Have the option to stay here. You can take your right hand, maybe lift it up. You can bring the palm onto the temple. And you're welcome to use the hand. Remember, you're in charge always. It's like a little sandbag. Working that left shoulder down. You can use the hand maybe to draw the ear a little further. Getting a little bit more of a stretch here. If that's too much, just take it off. And relax the hand on the head. Or bring it back down to the knee. Really nice one just to close the eyes and breathe lovely oxygen into those spaces that are still tight. Being good to yourself. This lovely Sunday. Inhale, release the palm. If you chose the option, bring the hand down and take your time bringing the neck back to center. Breathing in and breathing out. I'm going to take the ear over to the other side, staying there. I happen to be really tight on this side today, so I'm going to just stay as it is, but I will demonstrate if you wanted to take the hand up. It's the left hand relaxes on the temple, and maybe use the hand to draw the ear a little further, but you don't want that right shoulder to creep. You want to draw it down, 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 and find as much space here as you can. Take it as you need it, or keep the hand relaxed just on the head. Do what you need for 3. For 2. In and out. And 1. Taking the hand off of the temple, slowly bringing it down and breathing in, bringing the head back to a nice upright position. We've got it. And to finish our session today in terms of movement, we're going to take that lovely little massage in the face. We're going to bring our pointer fingers and our middle fingers together and just give yourself that lovely little push from the middle or between the eyebrows up and around, tracing in that space. Don't be afraid to push. Nice one. And again, maybe moving a little higher, just kind of working in to the forehead, releasing the skin. When you finally get to the temples, maybe you really take some time here to just make some circles. Slowly inhale and exhale. Good. Maybe one more using your intuition. Listen to what you need in that space and releasing. And then bringing the hands just to the top of the nose. And this time we're going to just move down and trace around the cheekbones. Maybe down a little bit more on the sides of the nose, getting a little massage there. If, like me, you've always have sinus kind of tension there. Just trying to give it a little rub if anything particular feels good. Just explore the face here, releasing 3, 2, and 1. And finally, if you want, you can use the hands just as a little reminder to release in the jaw here. Maybe even just separate the teeth and move the jaw side to side. Join me in a lovely, slow, deep breath. When you're finished, breathing in and exhale through the mouth. Just find some stillness, eyes closed, checking in. What does your Sunday feel like so far? Noticing any difference from maybe this morning till now. And then taking a check. If there's any last movement that you might need from this position, take it. Otherwise, I'll invite you to just take any last stretches. Maybe grab something warmer. Our body temperature drops. As soon as we stop that constant flow and just soak up the most peaceful Shavasana, especially a practice where we move and move and move. That sensation of stillness that comes from our Shavasana, comes from corpse pose, is just magic. Choosing to bend the knees or have the legs extended. Make it whatever feels good to you. Wrap up in a blanket. Begin to just soften in the forehead, relaxing in the eyelids. Letting go of the skin, the creases alongside the eyes, and allow the whole of the body just to melt and connect to the mat. Finding a sensation of gratitude for you, your mat, your time, your breath, and the space to just get lost in movement, lost in breath, in our moving meditation this Sunday. And Donna Ashworth, one of my favorite writers, she writes this piece from her book called Wild Hope. And it just says, too many Sundays have been dampened by the presence of Monday, looming in like a storm cloud sometimes. Sunday is your gift. Sunday is your day to recharge your freedom. Be productive of that time. Monday has its space enough, so do not let it overstep its mark. Make your plans, prepare,
but then push Monday back into its little box and let Sunday shine forth like the jewel that it is. You deserve this day of soul rest. Life is not a chore to be dealt with. It is to be lived, my friend. We're here to live, and Sunday is a great day gifted to us for doing whatever our little heart desires. That is your Sunday stretch. Thanks for joining me on the mat on this beautiful day. Hopefully you can find a little magic and mindfulness as you continue to move throughout the rest of it. Namaste, peace and love. Stay in your Shavasana as long as you want. The time is yours.